Come here. Where's mommy? Alright, go to your bed. Alright, let's see what we can watch today. Let me say, shall we talk about Avengers? Backstory revealed. Yeah, I guess I'll do something different today. So, I'm a nerd. I mean, I'm kind of not really nerd. I be watching Marvel movies. I don't read the comics. I wish I would read the comics. I just feel there's so many to catch up on. So, I'll watch YouTube videos explaining what the comics are about. And on top of that, I watch videos talking about spoilers, upcoming movies, War Stew, Everything Always. Just like this. Let me put up the volume though. Yeah, it's can hear it.
So last night D23 happened, and yes, we have got some Avengers stuff to go over. Elite trailer, kind of breaking down. Also, the Russo brothers were there, obviously. Haha, no, they weren't. They were there via video message. They said, this is the biggest movie they've ever done, which is kind of obvious, right? All right, came upon a message. They shared a message from the set
I like watching videos like this, and eventually I actually want to do like oh fuck I want to do movie review videos. I want to do show reviews, you know. I want to dive into like different content other than skateboarding. Like, I love skateboarding. I'm a skater, die at heart, no matter what. I'm always thinking about it. I always want to see it, even if I can't skate. But I'm a real big movie guy. I'm a real big, like, I like watching. And if I'm really into a certain actor, I really like to see their work in different films in different areas. Like, you know, this actor may be just a comedian, but then he can be like a really serious actor as well. Or this actor could be just like, you see him as like a shot caller or someone like just a serious role, and then you see it flip, like, you know, then he'd be a funny guy. But sometimes too, like, if it's just the actor I really like, I'll just watch whatever that actor's in, because I'm like, you know what, I just really like this guy's work. It could be a movie I'm not even interested in.
But let's be honest, lads, all the audio on this clip, we're going to break down and explain what was said, right? None of it's actually new. None of the footage was new, from what I understand.
Let me see. Have any of you guys ever seen the new Fantastic Four or any Marvel movies?
We can't see the good in each other. We've already lost the fight.
Yeah, War Stew. This is his channel. Pretty badass. He does a lot of good reviews.
Absolutely. We stick together from now on. Yeah, later. Now, most of this is from their most recent movies. The pressure, the responsibility, I want that too. Falcon. This has the makings of a team that bring the light from darkness. Red Guardian. Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard, but low key. There are forces in this world, both music, human alike, who believe.
Any of you guys ready for Secret Wars? Well, technically, we got a couple years till Secret Wars, but Doomsday is coming up, and that's gonna be crazy.
It's the fantastic, obviously, this is the picture from the movie, and then Ethan now, Shiri. Now, obviously, this is all talking about Doctor Doom,
Any of you guys read comics?
They would have a lot of footage to show off at D23. Wait, they haven't been filmed 500. No script. You lads keep believing that. What is this whole narrative around those?
Soon, I'm gonna be doing more of these streams here at the pad, just kicking it. Put on like some different shows, different how do I say, like, you know, on YouTube how you can find clips. Like for example, look up a certain series and look up season 1 clips of this certain character, and then just like kind of review them like that in that sense. Then, because I remember a lot of shows, so if I put on like say Cobra Kai season 1, all of Miguel's clips, like watch them all and I just talk about each scene, each episode, like that would be something cool. I don't know, it's stuff that I've been wanting to do. So I'm just gonna test the waters, like every time I'm at home, hop on the live and just see who wants to tune in and see who wants to kick it.
So what happens is, with all this bad press around, Kevin Feige is not like James Gunn. If this was happening with James Gunn, if this was a James Gunn movie, James Gunn would have came out and dressed for this. Marvel doesn't do this. Marvel absolutely doesn't. That is why they're the dogs and that is why they're beating them down. So yes. Was D23 disappointing? No, not at all. Why? Because it's not a fan event. A lot of people seem to think that we're going to start getting...
And if you're here for the skateboarding, I'm sorry, the skating's not gonna happen just yet. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit. We're gonna get the skating going in about 3 to 4 hours, maybe less for sure. Cause Mama coming out again today, and who else? Meet up with Moose, Tim. So get a live going with all the boys and a couple of the Fulias. So the fools and the Fulias. Gotta think of a name, because we're doing Feed Me Fridays, Serio Saturdays, and Spencer Sundays. Oh, Spencer Food Sunday. Alright, I think that's the one I made it, yep. So Feed Me Friday, Serio Saturday, Spencer Sundays, Maniac Mondays. Let me see. What could be Tuesdays? What could be Tuesday? The Watch It Tuesdays. What about Wednesdays? Should be Wednesdays. Yeah. Wetback Wednesday. Watch Out Wednesdays. Torta Thursdays is already gonna be. So yeah, I think I named them all. Feed Me Friday, Serio Saturday, Spencer Sundays, Maniac Mondays, Tequache Tuesdays. Is that what I said? Or I think I said Tequache Tuesdays, Watch Out Wednesdays, and Torta Thursdays. I think I got my live set up. So what up? What up? What up? We're out here for. We're in here for the Serio Sundays.
Is actually the real Doctor Doom. That is already the reveal we've had of the costume. We've already had a big reveal because we see Doctor Doom talking to Franklin, and most people assume.
I'm trying to see some things. Make sure I reply back to my messages. If I put my phone down. And when I do these lives, I'm not even gonna put them on my story. Just gonna go in live and see what's up, see what happens with them.
What is the freaking point? And also, Alan Cummins came out and said, Avengers Doomsday is like a superhero orgy. There are so many people in it. I feel so bad for the person who had to schedule the film. There's like 30 of the busiest actors in the world, and the rest. But as I said in yesterday's video, respectfully, most of the people in this movie, this is probably going to be their only gig for the whole year. So I feel sorry for them. And in standard order, what do the fake ass scoopers do? Oh, Ulbrook was in the message. So, the biggest scooper in the game comes out and says, Paul Rudd Ant-Man has a very important role in this movie. Daniel RPK was blocked me on Twitter. Such a soft lad. Why do you say this now? Every character in this movie is potentially going to be important. Thor's going to be important. Doom's going to be important. Every actor that's been confirmed in this movie is going to be important, otherwise they won't be getting paid. This whole I Got Scoop storyline is funny. An important role. Okay, yeah, what's the context? Because they shared a picture of Ant-Man for Endgame with Captain America, with Robert Downey Jr. very important. This person, did you not watch Ant-Man 3? Did you not watch Endgame? Ant-Man's always been important. I swear these skills
Just gotta
don't
burp.
even watch the movies. It is
Can't burp.
hilarious to me. It ain't that deep all you are. And I tell you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. He has an important role. Well done, lad. You got the exclusive. Even though you should have known this from the get-go, Ant-Man knows what's coming. The whole Quantumania movie. Yes, they got rid of Kang, but the threat is still there. There's the multiverse. The whole context is still there.
If y'all ain't subscribed to the homies Matt's channel, you know what? I'm put on some skate videos. Cause now I'm like, I do want to watch these, but I'm about to go skate today. So I think I'm gonna do this type of videos when I'm like posted. Let me see. I'm not subscribed. What? That's crazy. Freddie Almafield.
Look, okay guys, I got my driver's license. I was gonna wait to show you guys in the video, but look it. What do you guys think about that photo?
Oh, that fool passed his test. That's funny. Said yo Saturday's bullshit.
In the women's shower room of the prison.
Indestructible Hulk 2. Get out of here. It's not a movie. What the? This looks a little sus. Return confirmed. D-Mac in danger. King Kilo returns on season 3. Big following for D-Mac.
My story is about how a kid who spied on drug dealers with the cops ended up deciding to become the biggest don in the whole city. It all started back in 1984. I was just a kid. My name is Rick Rashid Jr. and I was at this huge gun market with my dad, Richard. I walked into a shop, saw a gun I liked. The shopkeepers were trying to tell everyone that all their guns were Russian-made.
I'm kind of curious what this is. This is something about Mafia Boss.
What is the
Let's check. Let's scope this out. Let's see what's up real quick.
The limit law?
This is gonna be a short
Top
live
quality
today.
stuff, but I held one for a minute and I just
I seen a short of this.
I told the guy, you're fooling
I never knew what this
These
is.
guns aren't from Russia. They're made in Egypt. I can tell just by looking at the design. The shopkeeper tried to argue with me, asking me possibly about guns. So I called my dad over. As soon as my dad looked at the guns, he knew I was right. He looked the shopkeeper dead in the eye.
Matthew
and said,
McConaughey.
my son's right. These are Egyptian. Now, you have only one option. You give them to us for the price we say, or we'll stand right here and tell every single customer who walks in the truth about what you're selling. The shopkeeper knew he was trapped, so he agreed and sold us the guns for our price. On the drive home through Detroit, I asked my dad the same question I always did. You keep saying this city isn't right for us, that we should leave. So what are we still doing?
Anyone ever watched this?
We should go to
I've
He told me, this year I hope things will get better. As he said that,
I've
he
seen
pointed to the back
this.
of the car
I can even talk.
and showed me a brand new VCR he had just bought. He had a dream.
I seen this in a short. I think on Instagram.
Start would be a good
Maybe a
one.
short on YouTube. But basically, it was that scene, them buying the
Saw a
guns.
strange car parked outside. My dad recognized it right away. It belonged to a guy named Todd. Dad pulled a gun from my car seat and walked into the house. Inside, we found my older sister Dawn getting intimate with Todd. My dad was furious. He screamed at Todd, "Get out of my house as soon as possible!" Todd started running, but Dawn ran right after him. Todd didn't stop. He just got in his car and drove away. And Dawn started shouting at my dad right there on the street. He said, "I was feeling good with him. That's why he comes to this house again and again. You have no right to drive him away." Just then, my grandparents pulled up. Seeing them just made her even angrier. She didn't even care how she was talking to her dad. I told her to go inside and get dressed. That night, I saw my dad in the garage, working on an Alaska 47, trying to figure out how to attach a silencer to it. When I walked in, he said to me, "We have to do something, otherwise our condition will just get worse." He had an idea. We are experts in making guns, and the government isn't going to buy them from us. So there was only one option left. We should sell our guns to the local gangsters. They will give us a fair price, and they will respect us. I liked the idea. When I was sleeping the next morning, Dawn came in my room. She told me she was leaving the house for good. She put a letter in my hand and said, "Read this whenever you want to contact me." I told her, "Don't do this." But Dawn said I can't live in this house, not because of my father. I am going to die. She said that, and then she left. saw my dad watching from the window as Tiger picked her up. He was just watching his dog left him. He didn't even try to stop her. I think he knew that after stopping her, the problems would only get worse for her. That evening, I went to see a gangster my dad knew. His name was Johnny Curry. When I showed him the gun with the silencer, he loved it and bought it. Johnny wanted that gun, specifically because it had a silencer. While I was leaving, I met a guy named Lou, who already knew me and worked with Johnny's gang. We had fun together all night. But when I woke up in the morning, I saw 2 FBI agents had come to my house. Their names were Alex and Frank. Alex told my dad, "I know that you have sold the silencer gun to the gangsters here. Once we have evidence, I will arrest you first." They asked me some questions too, but I didn't say anything. As soon as they left, I went back to see Lou. It seemed like the FBI's words didn't scare me at all. I was just a kid. I played games with the gang. We saw some rats, and we just took out our guns and started shooting at them. After a while, I found some drugs there, and I kept them with me. I knew my sister was an addict. I thought I would give them to her. On the way, a car pulled up next to me. Frank and Alex, the FBI agents, were inside. With them was a detective named Jackson. They told me to get in the car. They said they were driving home. After I sat down, they told me, "We want to catch your father, but we don't want to put him in jail." After saying that, they showed me a picture of a dead body. They said, "This man was filled with a gun. Your father is not a bad person, but the people he sells guns to, they are bad people. They are killing people with those guns." Then they made me an offer. "If you really want us to leave your father alone and not arrest him, then you will have to do this for us. Act as our informant. We have seen that you hang out with the gangsters. You don't have to do much. You just buy drugs from them and sell those drugs to other people. The profit you make is yours. But just come here and tell us where you bought the drugs and who you sold them to. It's a good deal for everyone. We will never touch you or your father. And at the same time, we will also clean up the crime in this city." I agreed. I liked the idea. And the next day, I started my new job. I went everywhere and sold drugs. I was making a lot of money, and I felt safe because I felt the police were on my side. I felt
That's
like no one was.
crazy.
I started to grow my business every day. I gave all the information to the FBI. A whole year passed like this. I made a lot of money, but one day, my dad saw me outside talking with the FBI agents. He understood what was happening. He came home immediately and told my child. He found a lot of cash. He knew what I was doing. As soon as I came home, he slapped me and said, "What are you doing? Look at your age and look at what you are doing. Neither the gang members are good, nor the FBI. They will not leave you." But I didn't like what he was saying at all. I was enjoying all of it. In my anger, I left and went straight to see my sister Dawn. I told her everything and said,
Grace.
But as we were talking, a thief jumped in our car
Grace.
and started to drive away. As soon as we saw this, we both pulled out our guns and started shooting blindly. But the thief didn't stop. He took the car and ran. There were some policemen nearby who heard the gunshots. They came and arrested both of us. As soon as the FBI found out we were in the police station, all the agents came. They told the police, "There should be no charges on either of them. Remove all the charges and leave them right now." So they let us go. When Johnny found out that I was let go so easily, he didn't understand it. He thought that I must have a deal with the police. He called me to see him. He asked me the same question again and again. "How did you get away so soon?" I told him I didn't know. Then he thought for a while. He said, "Now I understand. It's because you are not black. A black person who shot a gun like that, it wouldn't say anything. But you are white. That's why they left you." And this is what the whole fight is about. After a while, we went to see a man named Leon. He had taken a loan from Johnny, but hadn't paid this month's interest. When we caught him, he said he didn't have money, but he had a better offer for us. He said, "There is going to be a big fight match in LA. I can give you the tickets there and a hotel booking. Go there and enjoy."
Oh, why you guys gotta do me like that?
This is the money glitch. Johnny liked the idea. He took his whole crew and went to LA.
Good.
We were so happy.
There's,
We
I
partied
don't know if this is a movie or a series, but I want to watch this. This just sounds crazy.
When we got there, we found out that there was no booking in their name, and they couldn't get inside. There was another gangster there who started laughing at them, but everyone calmed Johnny down and they left. They sat at the hotel next door and watched the match on TV. They had almost forgotten about it, but then that same gangster started laughing. These people did not get tickets. That's why they have to watch the match on TV. This time, Johnny couldn't stop himself. He stood up and he started hitting that man in the body. He ruined his face. Then he told all his people, "As soon as we go back to Detroit, the first thing we do is kill Leon." As soon as they got back, they went straight to Leon's house. But Leon wasn't home. His two young nephews were inside. Johnny's crew didn't get them. They shot bullets all over the house. So many bullets that one or two were shot. This death was so painful. The boy was only 8 years old. The
Damn,
news
that's
was
fucked
everywhere
up.
that an 8-year-old boy had died in a gang war. The entire city's police force was on high alert, searching for gangsters everywhere. Johnny was scared, and I was scared too. I knew that the gun used to fire those bullets was the same Alaska 47 that my father had made, the one I had sold to the gang. I got
Damn.
really scared and started to stay away from the gang. Johnny told everyone to go underground, keep an eye on everything. I went back to my house. The FBI kept trying to talk to me, but I wouldn't talk to anyone. I was very scared. That's when Johnny got suspicious of me. He sent one of his men, a guy named Steve, to my house. Steve came over and talked to me for hours, acting very friendly. But after a while, he took out his gun and shot me directly in the stomach. After he ran, the FBI finally came in, wondering why Johnny would target me. I was admitted to the hospital. As soon as my dad found out, he ran to see me. My sister came too. Seeing me in that condition, they were devastated. My dad told the FBI, if anything happens to my child, I will not leave any of you alive. I will shoot everyone with my own hands. He even took out a gun to go and finish Johnny. But on the way, he realized that if he killed Johnny, he would go to jail, and his 2 children would be left all alone. He knew we were already in that state, and without him, we could be completely destroyed. So, he came back. After a while, Alex from the FBI came to see me in the hospital. He told me, now you don't need to be an informer, nor do you need to go undercover. We now have enough evidence against Johnny's entire gang. We are going to arrest them as soon as possible. And that's what happened. Slowly, his entire gang was arrested. After a while, when I got better, I was discharged from the hospital and came home. My dad was taking care of me. Another year passed. Then one day, a kid came to my door and said, I am Brenda's brother. Brenda was pregnant, and she just gave birth to a daughter. You are the father. Hearing this, I was shocked. But I knew the kid was telling the truth. I had been with Brenda a year ago. That meant the child was mine. I took my dad and went to see Brenda. My dad was so happy to see my child. He said that now they would live with us. But as time went by, I realized that I had no money. I couldn't even feed myself. How was I going to feed a child? After thinking for a while, I told my dad, I have only one job that I'm good at. If I have done one thing well in all these years, it is drug dealing. I want to do the same job again. My dad asked what I was talking about. I told him, this job will be easy for you. And now that Johnny's entire group is gone, this business is completely empty. I can get into it now, and I can do very well. My dad told me not to, but I wouldn't listen. I used some of my old contacts and started doing business in the whole city. That's when I found out my sister Dawn's condition was very bad. The drugs had made her worse. She was living in an old hut somewhere. We went and picked her up. Now my dad was taking care of her all day, trying his best to keep her off drugs. And on the other hand, I was selling drugs. Because I had no competition, I could do business any way I wanted. I used my grandparents' empty house as my warehouse. All the cash came there, and I took care of the whole city. In the next year, I became the biggest don in Detroit. Now I had a lot of money. I was giving my family a life they had never even dreamed of. I even fulfilled my dad's dream by opening his video shop. I was invited to all the big parties in the city. Then one day, I met Johnny's wife, Kathy. She told me that she had always liked me. Slowly, we got closer. Then one day, Kathy told me that the mayor's office was the biggest buyer of drugs in the city. But it was difficult to reach them because they didn't trust anyone. You had to win their trust first. I liked challenges like that. Slowly, I got into the government officials and started supplying them with drugs. But I was forgetting what happened to Johnny. His empire was just like this, and then the FBI came after him. I didn't even know that the FBI had been watching me. As soon as they had enough evidence, one day they entered my house and arrested me. They found a lot of drugs. Now I had been arrested and was being interrogated every day. My dad was trying his best to get me out, but the FBI wouldn't let me go so easily. I even talked to the agents who made me an informant in the first place. But they said they couldn't help me. They said when we made you an informant, you did your job and we let you go. Now you have made an empire for yourself. You won't be let go. Then I told them I had other big news. I told them about the drugs going into the mayor's office. They thought about it and said, we will use you again as an informant. Send drugs to the mayor's office. We will catch them and expose everyone. Then we can think about your punishment. I liked the plan. I went straight to Kathy.
Alright, gotta end this because. What up, Olivia? Just kicking back, watching a little show before I head out, or I guess a little review on the show.
They arrested everyone, and the mayor had to resign. The news started saying the mastermind behind all of this was me, Rick. But after my work was done, the FBI washed their hands of me. I was arrested again. My dad ran to all the agents, first Alex, then Frank, but he realized they wouldn't help. I was of no use to them anymore. And after getting the mayor arrested, I had made enemies with powerful politicians. Now they all wanted me to be punished as much as possible. When my case was heard, the judge sentenced me to life in prison, which is 30 years. Everyone was shocked, because for the first time, someone had been sentenced to 30 years for a non-violent crime. It was a record. Everyone knew that politicians were involved. I was put in jail. My sister came to visit me with my child. Seeing my daughter, I started to cry. I told her, this jail is hell. In here, everyone thinks I cheated them by helping the government. And outside, everyone thinks I am a criminal. There is no one on my side. When my dad came to see me, I think I will never be able to get out. My death is in this jail. And my dad started crying and apologized. He said I could have been a better father. But I made a mistake. You were in jail because of me. He came out crying. Time went by like this. Slowly, Johnny and his entire group were released from jail because their punishments were forgiven. But my punishment was not forgiven. In 2014, my father
Still do not know what this movie is or show is.
But as soon as I got out, another case of car theft was filed against me. I went to jail again and came back in 2020. I had lost everything. My life was over. Then in 2021, I filed a case against the FBI. I told everyone how young I was when the FBI made me their informant and put me in the drug business. I was just a kid. I didn't understand things. And I felt like that was life. Today, my life is the way it is because of the FBI. I filed the case
Damn,
against
that's
them
crazy.
and all the agents. And that case is still going on.
Is that all of it? Damn. I'm tired. Fucking legs. We're about to go get a session in. That was probably a pretty fucking boring video. I think I'm gonna stick to skate videos for now when I'm at the pad, because that low-key made me tired. That didn't even make me want to skate. I'm like, fuck. But alright, Folios and Folios is another one for Spence out Sunday, so Spence out for that one, dog. Fuck. But we'll get a skate sesh going in the next couple hours, so tune in a little bit later. I'll out those later on. Have a good day. Yeah, yeah. Alright.